Well, this may not look like much of a result. After all they've done is agree to advance talks. But actually, this is a major breakthrough. This is what they haven't been able to do in all the summits that already took place over the past month. They've agreed a mandate to give to the Commission to come forward with a legislative proposal. And what that means is this will finally be put to a vote in the European Council. So far, that vote has been blocked. There are 15 countries, probably 16, who want this gas price cap. That would give them a qualified majority for a vote in the Council. However, the Commission and Commission President von der Leyen has been refusing to put forward that proposal, saying there isn't a consensus in the Council, and people have understood that to mean Germany needs to give the green light, and only the Commission can propose legislation. So this means that they are charging the Commission with drafting this legislation for approval. Now, is this full of caveats? Is it very vague? Yes, it's only 2 paragraphs in these Council conclusions. But the 27 national energy ministers are going to meet here in Brussels on Tuesday to flesh out this mandate, to add the technical detail. And then the Commission is going to work on that proposal. Now, once that proposal comes out, it will have to come back here to the Council for approval. And last night, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz suggested that an emergency summit may need to be scheduled of EU prime ministers and presidents for next month in order to give that a yes or no vote. And just because the proposal comes out doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be approved. Those 15 countries who are for a gas price cap may have different ideas of what a gas price cap is, and they may not like what the Commission decides to come out with. But this is a very big step because it means that work can actually start on this. There is going to be an impact assessment because there's a lot of concern that this could backfire on the EU and actually cause a price crisis to turn into a supply crisis, because liquefied natural gas will go to competitors around the world that are willing to pay more than the EU cap. So this is still going to be very contentious, but a big step forward last night.
And Dave, tensions have been running high at this summit between France and Germany since they're at odds over a number of issues. Who won out here?
Well, I think if you had to simplify it, you could say France won out. I mean, Germany really was digging in its heels on this. Olaf Scholz was digging in his heels last night, but after talks that went on till 2:30 in the morning, Scholz did say, okay, we can go ahead with this mandate if we add all of these caveats, if we do an impact assessment. So you could say France kind of won the battle here. But of course, it's not just France having tensions with Germany right now. A lot of countries were incredibly angered by Germany's decision to go it alone and adopt for itself a 200 billion euro self-bailout on energy to help their consumers. That fund is so big that it could have a destabilizing impact on the EU single market. And last night, Mario Draghi, the outgoing Prime Minister of Italy, this is probably his last summit, gave a really impassioned plea to be doing this at EU level, not be going it alone. And he was clearly targeting Germany when he said that. He wants to see an EU-wide fund funded through new joint EU borrowing adopted to help all European consumers and businesses with their energy bills this summer, not just German money for German citizens and businesses. We did get some language seeming to give a cautious green light to that, so we may also have a proposal on this that is also something Germany relented on, but we'll see if that actually comes to fruition.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. David Keating with the latest from the EU summit in Brussels.